Hi guys, so in this video, I really want to touch on and talk about the FDIR. I took notes because I don't want to forget. Progression. Now, what is that? The concept is not new, the name is new. So if you have followed me for a while, you have heard me talk about FDIR, and I want to break it down in this video for you today. So what is the FDIR progression? So the FDIR progression really means facts, data, information, record. This is the foundation of everything. You need to understand how a record forms, how information comes about, how a data comes about. For you to do your job, especially people in the information governance fields, FOIA officers, privacy officers, records officers, cybersecurity professionals, you need to understand how the information that you're working with, how it comes about. And so I really want to touch on that today. Don't want to be long, but I want to talk about it real quick. So really all it comes down to is facts. Facts is where it all starts. Facts is me talking to you right now. This is facts. This is just raw information. This is just raw reality. Let's just put it that way. That's all facts are. It's just raw reality. That's it. Data is just facts that is somewhat structured. That's really what data really is. It's just raw. It's just raw. It's hard to put into place, but data is just raw facts. It's raw facts floating around. It's just captured facts. That's the best way I can put it. Facts it's just me and you talking, and then you have data comes and it's just captured facts. So for example, I'm talking to you right now about anything, right? And so someone comes in there and just jot down my name or jot down what we're talking about, no structure to it, just random stuff. That's just data. That's all data really is. Now, how does data comes to be into information? How does that process looks like? So all data really is just all information, excuse me, really is just you put meaning behind the data. That's all it is. It's like meaningful data. I'm talking right now and someone jot down stuff that I'm saying, and someone comes and put meaning behind that raw data. That's just information. And then we have records. And really all records really is records take that information and make it official. Make it into a document, make it be accountable, something accountable. And that's what really is in organizations right now. And organizations try their best to really properly, govern that record or take care of that record or manage that record. But really all of these come into play. Unfortunately, right now, these fields are very separate, but they shouldn't be and they don't need to be. And so this is where I come about because I break all these silos and I said, hey, these fields are currently, siloed and separate and isolated, but they don't need to be. That's the reality. They don't need to be because they all connect and they all work together. And so I'll talk more in future videos about all this stuff works, guys. But I'm so excited about the movement that's happening because, I've worked in this field for so long and I've seen the gaps that exist in this field. And after doing so much research over time, I'm realizing the gaps do not need to be there. We need to break down these silos, come together and do what we need to do to make sure that information within our organizations are properly governed from the moment they're created to the moment they are destroyed or disposed of. Thank you guys. Talk to you next time. Bye.